What is up, G Spotters? Welcome to another episode of Courtney G's Spot Live on YouTube. How are you guys doing tonight? I hope you are having a good time trying to stay out of harm's way, remaining safe indoors, clean as much as possible. Try not to, avoid living your life, but try and be as safe and clean as you can. I hope you guys are tuning in tonight. We're going to talk about the things nobody wants to talk about because we're all tired of hearing it, and I'm sure we're going to hear about it for a long time. DC. That's what we're going to have to talk about tonight because we are going to be tired of hearing it for a long time.
Yeah, we
It's you.
Yeah, it's
that
me.
Was the joke.
Sorry, guys.
No. We're going to talk about the C word. We're not going to say it.
Yeah.
We're going to try to refrain from saying
Apparently, you can't say it, or you'll get shunned by the YouTube algorithm.
Yeah, there's a robot in control of our videos right now. So if we say the wrong things, it will automatically shut us down with no human interaction to tell us it's okay.
And
so
obviously, robots are not exactly known for doing the best job when it comes to where a human really needs to be.
Right. So we call it the C word tonight. So avoid saying the C word, guys.
Yeah, don't say C word in the chat.
Yes, that one right there, Chad. How are you doing tonight? Thanks for joining us, Chad. We're going to try and talk about other things as well. I can only
imagine what Chad put in the chat. I'm not
not on the thing. Yeah, it was allowed.
I told you, man. I told you the title was a killer. We're already not on the dang thing again.
Yeah, but mine popped up as we're live on my subscription.
Yeah, it showed up on the subscription because we're subscribed, but
yeah, but the thing didn't pop up. I don't know. It deleted our video. Something happened. It happens a lot. Anyway, it doesn't matter. We're here. Thanks for finding us, Chad. If you guys are real members of our crew, you understand that you're here anyway. Those are the ones we want to talk about. Chad, how you doing tonight? Are you safe? Are you clean? Have you washed your hands today? Did you get enough TP? The stores are pretty vacant.
He's the one that does stock stuff right now.
Yes, he does do stock.
How's your portfolio working out there, my friend? I've seen that the market's kind of trying to pick itself up.
It is. I've heard. We heard earlier that China is 80% through this, and people are starting to come back outside with no reports of any new cases. And when we hear these things, we're going to give you the reference to where we hear this. So there's no underlining that we're making this crap up. This was the live YouTube feed that was telling us this information, which I believe it was coming from MSNBC. We could go back real quick and find out our source. Well, we're not because that was the problem. That's why you can't say this. Well, the moment you say the C word, you're going to get shut down.
And I was telling this gentleman before the show.
Is that it right here? That's it right here. What's the station?
Yeah, the NBC News.
Yeah, NBC. So we heard this from NBC.
Live video going on right
now. Thumbs up, like, subscribe real quick if you've already got this far. We're just talking human talk. We do this on a regular basis. Join the community. This is Pickles on cue almost. I don't know how that worked out, but this is he pops in and out of the chat every now and then. He likes to give me loves. Join and do his thing and run off.
He's kind of like a certain part of the human population there. He just kind of shows up, loves you for the moment he wants to love you, and then he takes off.
And he might be coming back here in a minute to do something. But guys, tell us, join the conversation. Tell us how you are doing.
What are you guys doing with your free time? If you got free time, if your life's still rolling on.
Yeah, if you have to be stuck at home because of no work, do you play games? Do you clean? Do you read a book? Do you take care of your animals? Are you playing with your kids more?
I've been personally upping my Fortnite skills and trying to pay attention to stocks more. I'm almost back up to my $100 that I started with a couple weeks ago.
Oh, dude, I've traded my crypto.
Yeah, where are you at with your Ethereum?
I've gone up 0.25 Ethereum in a week. Which is pretty good. It's not bad. It's just on a bunch of dip trades.
Well, yeah, and the more or the higher you go.
And if I do this with $100. So if I had $10,000 on a regular daily basis, I could be making hundreds of dollars.
I almost don't know that I want to say this on live, but Chad, what is your thoughts I'm playing all of these yearly lows right now.
You guys like my hair? Tell me what you think. Thumbs up if you like my hair. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
On the chance that they're all just going to go back to normal. Like, I'm looking at a lot of like travel stocks, casino stocks, and stuff like that. And, you know, they're normally anywhere from $40 to $80 a share, but right now they may be anywhere from $1 to $8 a share because obviously casinos and nobody's traveling and they're closed and stuff like that. I was telling this to a friend earlier, and he just thinks it's the dumbest thing ever because he's like, they're not going to recover. I'm like, they're casinos and huge travel companies. They're going to have to recover.
Are you in the chat?
The majority will go up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what, of course, everything will in a year or two. It will take a year or two. And that's
I'm not just taking on anybody. I'm like, you know, the big ones like Carnival and
Boeing,
Red Rock Resorts and stuff like that.
The cruise lines, the hotels, oh my gosh, yes.
Yeah, it was because 2 days ago, and actually,
you guys, if you're part of our community, here's some insight here. Think about this.
So Wednesday night, I was looking at all the drops because we were talking about it. You know how you like to play the
little dips
for the days. So I was looking at it, and then I noticed that like everybody on Wednesday, all the biggest losers were all these companies and ETFs. I'm not exactly sure what's going on with ETFs yet, but they also look like things that are normally in the $40 to $80 range, and they're all down in the $1 to $8 range right now, depending on where they started. And there's a bunch of companies that are normally in the $20 range, and they're down anywhere $1 to $5, you know, stuff like that.
Well, see, this is like Chad is saying, this is the problem could last for 18 months.
I dig that.
And so yes, that's
obviously this is not a get rich quick type.
No, this is obviously long term,
super long term.
2 years plan, because for the next 2 years, I expect that if this really lasts this long, the government, the way they're proclaiming, they're going to get our back, and I feel.
Well, Trump was saying that in his little
address
conference thing today. Is he wants to
thumbs up, like, subscribe.
He wants to be able to take care of the companies in the aspect of when this is all over, they can just open their doors and resume normal operations instead of having to get back up,
dig themselves back up.
Yeah. So he wants.
It's a $1 trillion plan, is what I just read on. I think it was this. I went to.
I've been thinking about it, Chad.
MSNBC.
Like, send me the money so I can put it into my account and send it right off to TD so we can get this thing started.
Yeah. No, absolutely, because. In some cases, I might still get to work here and there. If business is shut down, they're not going to be able to pay us to do our job. But there's still moments that I'm going to get to actually work. So if I can utilize this to not only take care of my kid, but take care of the bills.
But you have to also remember this is in no way, shape, or form short term. So you got to remember that you're kind of like putting this money away for an X amount of time.
That's where. Cryptocurrency.
Yeah, but crypto's down too right now.
But it still fluctuates.
What's Bitcoin at?
6,345.
He's
I have it right here.
That's how serious this is, guys.
Have you guys got your KuCoin candy today?
Hey, speaking of that $1,000 check, Mr. Chad, how much do you know about that? Because I can personally say I don't think me or this gentleman has looked at any official talks or words or anything about that. I do know that the big issue right now is they can't come to an agreement of how much and how they want to do it. How serious are they about doing it at all, if you know anything?
They're voting on it next week. I heard two things. I heard one, they're going to, now this I don't have a source for. I just heard this. I don't remember the source. This one, we're going to individually get the $1,000. I'll put quotes on that. That's the individual quote I heard. On top of that, employers are going to get a big check, which will be able to hand out to the employees. So I feel like there's a two-phase situation that
that second part there, I understand it as they're basically having their payroll covered so they can offer to pay their employees their normal paychecks, even if they have to stay home.
Yeah, that could be possible. Yeah, so there's so many words out there right now. So whatever this vote, he said they're voting next week. So I guess when the vote goes down, we will be more informed. Maybe.
Sure.
I don't know. I don't know how informed we are anyway. Thumbs up, like, subscribe.
That's real talk.
We were talking about this because, Chad, were you involved in this other conversation we keep talking about with the Iran? Can we say this?
Yeah, I think we can talk about.
Can we say this?
Iran,
Iraqi, Syrian.
I mean, we're already not on the thing, so whatever.
Yeah, no one gives a crap anyway. We got another member in here. Is that you? We got 1, 2. Chad's 1, and we got the moderator. Okay, that's it. It's just us. It will be 2 $1,000 checks. That would be nice. That's $2,000. I can do many things with $2,000. I can turn $2,000.
Yeah.
Watch this. All right. So, do you guys, Chad? Did you hear about April 6th and May 18th? That would be great. I think. Oh my gosh, that would be amazing. Chad, did you hear about the Iranian undertow behind the curtain thing that's been going on? Blah blah blah. Started back in December, where our Iranian rebel forces killed a contractor of American descent, and then we bombed those. Was it 4? I think 4 of those rebel forces' little compound places and a general, and killed that general back in January, and then. Last Wednesday, all that nonsense went down where Iran attacked a Syrian, Iraqi border American compound and killed 2 U.S. soldiers and a British soldier. And then, we attacked 4 warehouses that's housed Iranian rebel force weapons. And in doing so, we got from I think it was an Iraqi website that actually gave us some news, said that we also killed a contractor and some civilians, I think, in that warehouse bombing that our drone strike hit. Anyway, in that, that green zone attack that happened on Sunday. Well, it wasn't really an attack. They shot at the green zone.
They missed by a mile.
They missed by a mile. A literal mile.
Yeah, a literal, actual 1 mile.
A literal mile.
They missed by 1 mile.
Excuse me. Sorry. So anyway, that's the behind the scenes of what we've.
That's what we know is actually kind of going on that they don't want us to know.
He's got to steal the shot. Like, he can't.
I mean,
damn it! Now it's freaking cat video. Thumbs up, like, subscribe if you want to see more of my pet. How you guys like the light, Chad? Is it good? Is it the new ambiance better? Can you see the new things that have been hidden because of the light?
Yes, totally gone here.
Look, wait till they look.
Ta-da!
Not there anymore.
They're gone. Oh no!
All right,
that's
bad. All right, so you guys, thumbs up, like, subscribe.
For sure. What are you guys doing? For real.
What do you do when you're not watching this amazing show and all the interesting things we talk about it? Because it's the only thing we can talk about. It's just freaking annoying.
Because when you go to the grocery store, there's no toilet paper. No meats.
No alcohol, no Raisin Bran, no cereal, no meats.
No sugar.
No hot dogs.
No flour.
There's plenty of vegetables.
I noticed that. All the veggies are still there. What you guys doing?
But all the cheese is still there, but all the meat is gone. Milk, some of the milk was still there.
There's plenty of cheese at my neighborhood market.
Damn cat ass. Come on, man.
Look, see? This is why it needs to be colorful.
You can see so many more things. I heard about the attacks. Iran also shot down a drone a while back before all that and hijacking tankers. They just think they can keep doing crap without consequence. Yes. And what I keep hearing, it's not just Iran. I'm sure it's funded. I get that. This is what I hear the word funded a lot. But it's these rebel groups groups like ISIS. I'm not going to label ISIS, but that's similar to those. So that's what I keep hearing. I'm not reading, because there's always...
We're trying to keep up with it, but it's really hush-hush.
Yeah.
And if you got the conference today, one of the reporters even asked about it, and the president was like, somebody else was speaking at the moment, and he even himself started to say, I don't think we can comment on that. And then the president in the background was like, yeah, no, we don't.
Yeah, they shut him down.
Yeah.
Do not talk about what that guy just asked you about that other stuff we don't want them to know about. Is essentially what he said.
Pretty much. I mean, like, it's definitely they were not going to make a comment on it whatsoever.
And if you actually search, which really, Chad, this is odd, man. If you search the videos that we looked up last week about these soldiers and the Green Zone attacks, you can't find them on YouTube anymore. We saw them last week. They're no longer on YouTube. We had to search Google to find them. I found one of them on some sort of Middle Eastern website because
see if my history
I need
goes back that
this
far.
cat, this stinking cat, and his hair. Guys, thumbs up, like, subscribe. Oh, the cat hair, man, he is just shedding everywhere. I bought him a tiny comb. Oh, it was a brush. But every time I brush him, he just attacks me.
Your cat has a tiny home? What?
Not a tiny home, a tiny comb.
Oh.
Like, you know, Gina, hello.
What's
there
up,
she is, Gina. Thanks for joining us.
Good evening.
Hey.
How is it going in your world, Gina? What's going on
Are
over
you
there?
fully supplied?
You have toilet paper?
Because
we're giving away free shirts for anybody that has toilet paper.
We are?
We are now.
Okay, he said shirts. He didn't say what they're going to look like or what size they're going to be. So you're going to get a shirt. Remember, we're not rich yet. Yes.
Just go ahead and email us your address and we'll get them out to you.
Chad, I don't recommend telling people that. In fact, I'd rather tell people my financial situation right now than how many rolls of toilet paper I have. These maniacs. You seen the video of the ladies beating each other up over toilet paper?
I was going to say, for the record, don't come to my house. All I have is paper towels.
They might fight you for those, too. You hear somebody sold a roll of toilet paper on eBay for $100. No, a package of toilet paper. I'm sorry, not a roll. Look it up.
I settled a $10 debt with a package of toilet paper.
For real?
Yeah. It's there, buddy.
I've never...
I was like, look, man, you find me a pack of toilet paper, we'll just call the rest even. It's like that. I never imagined I would have seen... Listen, you got to hear this.
Okay, tell me.
So, I know I watch a lot of YouTube videos, but I can't watch this many videos.
What are you talking about?
Like, I'm not seeing any war-related videos in my history at all.
Oh, I didn't even think to check my history. Again, Chad, the videos that we watched physically last week on YouTube have been taken off about this Iraqi-Iranian thing.
Yeah, we were looking. Like, yes, on Wednesday, because we talked about it on Monday.
That makes me think, are our videos going to be...
Are they gone?
Nobody watches us. Nobody cares about what we're saying. Like, nobody gives a crap about them. They can say whatever they want.
Right.
But we need to put this in the hashtags. This stuff. Maybe we'll get famous real quick because of this, and then our videos will be taken down.
And then we'll get famous because our videos got taken down because we were too real.
Yes.
But legit, man, they're just for real, and it's confirmed because I just definitely got all the way back to Monday, and I know I've watched war videos on Monday and since then, and they're
not
just
there.
Nothing in my history, dude. Nothing.
That's crazy. Why did we just get shut down? Chad, did we get paused? Wait a minute. Did we get paused?
Did we get paused? I don't know. Let me see.
Chad, did we get paused? Was there a segment in there that you missed? Because
does it feel like our stream jumped or something?
Okay, just making sure. It was weird because my video, because I had the chat over here.
But
anyway, yeah. I'm sorry.
So couldn't find anything. There's definitely some kind of weird conspiracy. Because again, on Wednesday when we started re-looking it up and looking up stuff that we heard about, said a day ago, and last Friday on Monday is talking about 2 months ago.
Yes, and yeah, that's the only thing you can find. Now you can go back 2 months ago, but they can't tell you what's going on right now because I really think it has to do with when we hit that warehouse, 4 warehouses.
Oh yeah,
because we killed those civilians.
Yeah, because they said
we didn't do nothing.
They said they were actually warehouses. They were just, like you said, compounds, and then some of the compounds were actually just like dudes' homes.
Well,
we do that all the time. Like, we don't always hear about it, but all the time we hit bad targets. Yeah. All the time.
The one where we
with all the rules.
There's been so many attacks in the past 5 months that nobody's even talking about. Well, maybe. And then they get their videos taken down.
Right. For sure. Like, who knows?
Thumbs up, like, subscribe.
While we're still here, guys. One day we're going to get them to push the little red button.
Yeah. Chad, you need to record this with your cell phone in case we get shut down. And then you can post it again to get us re-famous for getting shut down. And then once we get brought back up for getting shut down. Wait. Is that a thing?
How do we get shut down? Like, can we test that limit? What do we got to do to get shut down?
I feel like if we just slaughtered a goat live or something.
Well, I don't want to do anything obvious.
Well,
I don't want to start like making
we have to figure
adult tape.
We have to figure the button out. We have to put a button in here and just push and see how hard we can push it.
Right. Stick our toes over the line.
Yeah. What do you think the top of this is? Well, I'll put on my toe on camera. Can you see it?
Oh my God! So speaking of things that aren't things that you would think they are, my friend subscribes to this like beauty product subscription box thing. There's a bunch of different subscription boxes out there now. Yeah. And they sent her this like face exfoliator thing, and it's all whatever. And real quick, read your comment, Chad.
Yeah, also he was just saying all social security offices were closed.
Let me finish real quick, and then we're gonna go on because I got something for you right on.
There you go, right on that line.
So, anyways,
beauty supply.
This thing's supposed to be a face exfoliator type thing, and it has different vibrate functions, and it basically was like a pocket vibrator with an exfoliating pad attached to one end.
Yeah, they just glued it on there.
I was like, that's.
They went down to the dollar store.
That's not what that's for.
Got a back massager.
But anyways, so yeah, chat. For some odd reason, I got flagged this year because since I was 18, I've been working and filing my taxes as a good American should. And last year, I didn't file my taxes. So this year,
like a good American should.
Yeah. And so last year, I didn't file my taxes, and this year I go to file my taxes, and I guess the system picked me up because I didn't file last year. So it's like, hey, why'd you do that? It's kind of stupid, but whatever.
Sorry, guys. Gina, where'd you go? You still here?
So I have to meet up with the physical IRS field office here and show them paperwork to prove that I am me, and I'm just trying to be a good American. But so when I got there, I didn't have all the paperwork necessary thanks to the person that prepares my taxes not putting all the paperwork I should have in the first place in there. Mm-hmm. They gave me a very good explanation.
Misplaced information.
No, I mean, it's because this particular information has all your information.
Oh, yeah.
So they don't just send it out
right
willy-nilly. You have to request it.
For sure.
Because, most people aren't responsible and they probably just let it end up in the trash or whatever, and you don't need that out in the world. But anyways, so it didn't go well the first time. I had to go get this paper, and I had an appointment set up for next Monday.
Next Monday for the security office.
So since this is all been going down, I was like, I swear to the sky, if I get a call or an email that says, sorry, the IRS office is closed, I'm going to lose my mind.
It says they're going to be been told to work from home, so you might have to make a phone call.
Well, the issue is I have to provide this paperwork. So maybe I could go set it on the porch outside her home.
Put it in a plastic bag.
In my car and then wait for her to verify it.
Just drive by and just throw it on her porch like a newspaper.
Here's my paperwork.
Yeah.
But yeah, so she called me yesterday, and it was a Missouri number, and it's close enough, but I still didn't answer it. I ignored it like I would any other call I get because it's usually BS. And it called right back. And I was like, well, that never happens. Immediately. So I answered it, and they're like, blah, blah, blah. Is this David Castro? And I was expecting a robot, so I was like, hi. Because, normally you can cough, and they'll keep going on their spiel, and it's bullshit. Yeah. But I was like, hi. She's like, is this David Castro? I'm like, oh, yes. How are you? She's like, this is so-and-so, badge number, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, I didn't witness anything. What's going on here? And she's like, with the IRS. And I was like, oh, it's that lady. Cool. And she's like, yeah, I just wanted to let you know.
Why'd you just say that in the beginning, you bitch? I'm with the IRS. Like, yes. Here's my badge number. Why do you have to say, here's my badge number, ... I'm right? With the IRS. You're freaking me out.
You could have opened with, this is so-and-so from the IRS badge
These
number.
People don't.
David Castro.
That's the problem. They don't know how to talk to people properly.
Because she's been doing it for 30 years. Seems like a very nice lady, but she's clearly burnt out at her job.
Yeah, she's like, now all this crap, and yeah. Oh, I hate, stop.
So, IRS extending the deadline.
I don't want to know this stuff. I'm getting all these things from ESPN because I got...
Well, my stuff's like in line, I think. I don't know if I was approved and then they're like, wait before you send it out, or they got it and they're like, hey, before we do this.
Dang, Chad. Did you read Chad?
Yeah, RS trying to say over.
Dang, Chad. See, maybe they'll let you go now because of all this stuff going on.
See, this is why I'm cool just floating a little bit above that poor line.
Right.
Because they still give me stuff.
Yeah.
Like, at this point, I really don't need food stamps, but if they're going to give them to me,
right,
screw it.
Right, because we all need...
I don't currently work at the moment.
We 99%ers
hold a job.
You need to hurry up, man.
I know. Not right now.
Oh, yeah,
I mean, lots of, obviously, retail positions
you can do it
right now.
You can do a cleanup. I don't know which type of cleanup yet. If you're doing like trash or people, but
yeah, no, I do normally have a job. So all you dicks that are like, oh, you lazy asshole, like I really hate seeing those posts where people are just like, all you people on welfare, you are just shitty people, basically. And I'm just like, but why? Or my favorite one is like when they're like, you just don't want to work. Like you clearly don't understand how food stamps works. In order to get food stamps, you got to prove that you're looking for a job.
Yeah, and you have to have a job to get a lot of these government-assisted things, or be in the process of.
Or somebody in the household already has to have a job. So, i.e., my girlfriend. And they don't bother me at this point because, unfortunately, I go through jobs. I get bored places, and I leave. But
it does have the attention span of a hummingbird.
But, so yeah. I don't work at places very long, and I understand that I'm not usually out of work very long, but the last time I quit a place was like 2 weeks before all this shit happened. So. Stop. What's going on? Did Tom Brady get traded to the Dolphins?
No. You didn't hear this?
I said that because I did kind of hear it, but I've just seen little snippets.
Was it Tampa Bay?
I don't know, but I know he definitely left his home team.
Look at the kitty.
He said, I do owe like $5,000. My tax is trying to find out.
How long ago was the cat up there? Are we that delayed? He just said, look at the kitty.
No, he's been on track with us this whole time.
Yeah. What did he just say?
Maybe it took YouTube that long to filter his comment. Maybe they thought it said titty.
Tampa Bay Bucks.
Well, hey, maybe the Buccaneers will do pretty good this year. The Buccaneers have been an average team.
See, they've been always right in the float in the middle. What's up, dog?
Hey, kitty ornament.
He likes to hang out on things. I built a little floating landing strip for him to hang
Oh,
out
the
on.
other day he fell off of that thing, and even though we were in here, I could hear him just spazzing out on that thing, and then you hear a big thud, and in my head, I could just see him up there playing and like slipping off the back or something and falling onto the couch, and I just laughed.
Yeah.
Oh, kitties. Animals are so much fun.
I get it, Chad. He's making fun of paying attention with the cat thing.
I follow.
Like, subscribe, join the conversation. Eventually, we're going to start talking about other things once we move past. I feel so bad about this silly show at this point.
About that.
Because we're a lot more entertaining.
I don't know what YouTube's really going to turn into here if this goes on for much more than another month. Because at least for like the not arts and craft people and stuff, like the exploration people, how are those channels going to go on? They're not allowed to travel. They're not allowed to go anywhere in groups and stuff like that. And then another one of my car YouTubers, he's actually lives in Canada, but he comes down to America a lot. Well, now obviously he can't do that. So all of his cars and stuff are based in California. So his whole business is based in California, but he lives in Canada. And so now, like, what's he going to do? And then obviously, if this gets bad enough, any automotive channel dealing with new cars are not going to be able to do anything because all their shops are going to be closed that work on cars, because you can't have more than 10 people in one place. And I can tell you, a mechanic shop usually has a lot more than 10 people in it, unless it's like a small backyard garage one. But so I don't know. I really don't know how this is going to go. Even in, I watch a lot of RC stuff. I was just watching a video the other day, RC Sailors. Their park was closed that they normally go and play with all their RCs and do their reviews at, so they had to find a different spot. Like, it's just lots of inconvenience, and there's so many channels that are not going to be able to do anything in the midst of all this. Government, are you going to send them $1,000? Like, even though they don't, and I'm sure that, because I've heard softly that the cap is $100,000. So if you make over $100,000, you're not getting a check.
Which is cool. I don't make anywhere near that. I don't give a
I don't think anybody that makes $75,000 a year needs $1,000 check.
No, probably not. Hey, speaking of things going downhill, did you hear about the trafficking of drugs? Seems to be increasing rather well. Chad, check this one out. Did you hear about the drones down across the border? Apparently, since the U.S. Border Patrol is working from drone control, drug smugglers are running drugs at high speeds across the border with drones, and they can't do anything about it.
Because all they've got is drones to look at the other drones.
They're just like little drones, just watching drones flying by with cocaine. And, oh my gosh. It's horrible.
You're not getting a shirt, Chad.
I think Chad zoned out because I was making weird faces during your thing.
No, it's okay.
I also zoned out.
Chad doesn't get a shirt.
Chad only if he. What was the thing? What was the stipulation? If you give him toilet paper, what was that? What, the toilet paper for a shirt?
Oh, if you have toilet paper.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't have to give us any. It's just if you magically have toilet paper on hand right now, you get a shirt. Except Chad.
Yeah. Yeah, the drone thing was hilarious. We read that before the show, doing a little bit of research about what's going on.
So they already put Glocks in robots. Can we get a Glock drone?
Dude, we're gonna get battle robots out of this. You know that, right?
Dude. Oh my God.
That's something we need to invest in. Drone.
So drone. I don't know. What
activities are going to increase.
Basically, drone fights exist.
Yeah,
people fight drones already.
Of course.
And so they just need to talk to those people and make some big battle drones to knock these little drones out of the sky.
I feel like drone improvements are going to skyrocket to try and access things in the next year that we're not going to be able to because of all this crap. So they're going to make drones. So that's the stocks we need to invest in.
Mm-hmm.
Any sort of mobile unit, this Amazon's not going to stop. They're going to make.
That's what I was just saying to somebody the other day. I was all like, looks like Amazon's drone delivery is about to take off because they're not going to have any workers left to deliver stuff.
And do you see how you just thought that? That means 10 million other people thought the exact same thing. That means that's what's going to happen.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Because that's how you invest in things. Like that's what, Chad. Let's look that up. You're the king ding-a-ling on this part. Let's figure this out. What kind of stocks can we invest in? Even what kind of cryptos? Man, crypto is still where it's at. I still feel because the stock market.
My Doge is up 5 cents. Look, man.
I don't say the word crypto, and I need you don't follow it with Doge. Pick any other coin. Pick the worst one on KuCoin right now.
No.
Yeah.
I had some pennies left in my buying power, and I was like, "What can I do?" And I was like, "You know what?
I can show you what to do with that."
For giggles, I bought 666 Doge. So.
Because it is the devil.
So. Yeah.
Doge is the devil.
That's what I did.
What really sucks
is it was all the way down. I should have got in when it was at like 0.00014.
Oh, absolutely.
But I got in at 0.00015, and it's like at 1.7 now. So I'm up 5 cents.
Deodorant, toothpaste, water, tampons, and mouthwash.
I hope you have a girlfriend, Chad.
But I think he's listing out things to invest in. Oh, you didn't buy Oh. Yeah, absolutely. Because, or girls are gonna start using leaves.
Ew. My girl's gonna have to go live outside. Sorry.
We can go old school Bible and just dig a hole in the backyard.
You're gonna have to sit in the tub for a week.
Oh my God! Just whenever you get mad, just turn on the shower. Like, subscribe. Join the conversation so we don't talk about serious.
Every once in a while, just crack the door open and throw in some cookies and tacos.
Give me a new book! She might actually be okay with that. She really
would totally be okay.
She'd be down with that.
As long as I brought her food and she had the toilet there. Yeah. I mean,
just keep the kids out of the room. Yeah. No, just bring the baby.
You got 2 bathrooms. It's okay.
The baby's okay.
Yeah, you can keep the baby. The other kids are gonna run for the hills. You just stay in there. Don't come out, even if it sounds silent out here.
Yeah, I don't think she would. She's gonna be the one that just literally hides in her house. We're not gonna run. We're not gonna try to escape.
I'm so happy my girlfriend also doesn't watch this show.
Tisha, you out there?
Oh no, she doesn't watch.
Yeah, diapers are another good investment. Yes, absolutely. Did you read the other thing?
Caught that spike in waiter the other day. That was pretty neat, even though I was sleeping.
Yeah, you people in your damn sleep. And Chad does the same crap. He always talks about you got to hit the market when it opens, and you both are asleep till afternoon. What the hell?
Oh, we hit the reopen.
I'm the one with no money. I watch this stuff. I'm like, both of these guys are like, I'm like, yeah, they're on it. And then you guys wake up at like noon, like, oh, I missed the thing. I'm like, you guys are, wake up. Let's staying up till 5 in the morning. There's nothing that goes on in the middle of the night.
Fortnite goes on.
No, it goes on during the day.
That's what Tisha says.
Tisha, you need to watch the show. Sometimes I agree with you. And she will never hear that.
No, she won't. And even if she did, she still would like you.
No, she hates me. His wifey hates me. I tried to get her to watch a cat video one time. She literally faced the wall and would not turn towards the camera. And I know you can't see him, but he is nodding his head in agreement because that is what she did.
We tried so hard. I tried, just look at the cat video.
Just look at the cat video.
It's so cute as a cat.
Something we can relate to.
It's hilarious.
And you can laugh at with us and join.
And then, so she's not into that. She's not into, how neat is that? And
that's that. Yeah,
then one day, I don't even remember. I wish I could remember what I was watching. But I'm sitting there watching something, and then I hear her start laughing. Yeah. And I was like, you are not.
Yeah.
I was like, you think that's funny? She's like, it's kind of funny. And I was like, shut up.
She just won't admit it. Chad says he's up at 5 a.m., usually, and go back to bed. Yeah, makes sense. And check your stocks the night before. Well, and if you don't see anything, then don't trade force it. Makes sense.
Like Wednesday night, Chad, I was in there looking at all the big losers. And maybe it was Tuesday night, I'm not highly sure. But I was sitting there looking at the losers, and I seen all the stuff like the casinos and the ETFs and all that. And yeah, I'm just sitting there looking at the clock as I'm running through all these and looking at charts and reading news and stuff like that. You know how it goes. Yeah, I'm just like, God, I keep doing this, and I stay up till 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm not going to be awake to do anything about this information. But Yeah, I definitely need to be on top of it.
Did he see his own pick by mine? What? Did, elaborate, Chad.
No.
I'm missing something in that one. Not pick. Did you see his own picture by mine?
I think you stumped us, Chad. What are you talking about?
For Biggest Loser. Oh. How much you lost on a single? No. You said something about 1,300, I think.
Oh, yeah, I'm only down like $30. We talked about this last Wednesday.
Yeah.
You definitely got me beat by a lot.
Yeah, you have. Because
if I would have been in, like I wanted to get in, I was going to put in like $1,000, maybe $1,500. I'd probably be down a good amount right now.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of happy about my $30. I do have some decent picks going on that I think are going to carry me once this goes by here in a couple of months.
If I would have had $10,000 2 weeks ago, I would have 2.5, 12, 15 off of. Yeah, I would have made $5,000 in a week. Yeah, and then I would have taken a chunk of that, whoosh, that 5 out, and replayed with what?
I'm up 11 cents on my Doge.
He's up 11 cents. Good state. And the other day, he would have made. Oh yeah, that's the one. He dipped out on something too early. The next day, it went up to 16.
Oh, that shit happened to me.
He sold. When did you sell? Yeah, that's why. And why do because you don't know. That's what it is.
You really don't.
It was BRMA is what he was in on.
Oh, yeah. I was in on this stock when I was a wee stock trader, and it was at 4 cents. And I was like, cool, it's at 4 cents. I can buy a bunch. And I bought a bunch. And it just, popped around 4 to 8 cents for the longest time. And I was like, this probably isn't going to go anywhere. I'll just go ahead and sell. And like a week later, that shit went up to like $5. I was like, I had so many shares.
Mm-hmm.
So many shares.
Yeah, he bought into 7, spiked to 8 really quick, went back to 6, so he sold. But then the next day it went 16.
Yeah.
Solid heartbreak right there. Solid heartbreak. Again, that's the scary part.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you never invest what you can't afford to lose.
But it's still a better bet than just gambling on scratch tickets and going.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'd rather do this all day because you can watch chances. You can see the spikes.
You can see your chances basically once you figure out what's doing what. You can absolutely see what your chances are live pretty much during the day.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, you can see what games to play tomorrow by seeing what happened today.
Right.
So,
hey, Chad, throw me something next week. What you called me about the other day. Throw me any of those ones you drop in on. Like I said, I have like $130 in there. I want to just buy a few of something while the stock market's still alive. I mean, while we can, So, he's going to go play the roulette as soon as the casino opens.
Please do so, sir. All that money you lose is going to help my casino stocks I've invested in go up greatly.
Yeah. Well,
you go ahead and take your money right back.
We need to buy airline, hotel.
I'm already on it.
You already? Okay, good.
Watching them.
He's watching them. Well, these are the ones we need to make a list of. Is this a piece of paper?
And I was speaking of that too. Like I was so sad when I slept through that because a lot of them, man, a lot of them went under $1, and the next day, at least half of them came right back to $5+, and I'm like,
shit balls.
I was like, that was my chance, man.
Tesla was the last one at 354. Wasn't it over 700?
It was over 900.
900. It's at 354.
Yes, sir. And it's only going to go lower because he still hasn't fully shut down his factories and stuff. So it's going to go low.
Dude, that's going to go low.
It's going to go real low.
I'm buying Tesla. Stimulus package. Let's get on this. That's what a theory is. There's a conspiracy theory out there. I heard in one of those little press interviews they threw it at Trump. He kind of, just little.
So you seen the part about the lady that was talking about the people?
Part about the lady and the people?
About? Go ahead.
What?
You go ahead. You finish what you were saying.
What was I saying?
People throwing shit.
What did I say?
I don't know. You're talking about people throwing shit.
What?
I'm so sorry.
Trump. And
people throwing shit.
Shit.
I feel like you were about to talk about the press
conference. Oh, the press conference that had to do with the stock market. That's a theory that someone is saying that this is being to manipulate the stock market down for shareholders so it can build itself back up. That's one of those theories is why this is getting so blown out of proportion. And Trump batted it back like, I have no belief in that. These are good people. They're honest people. That kind of stuff right there. So anyway, that's just what I was saying. So that, yes, all this could be, yes, Chad, always. There's always a conspiracy theory. There's always in everything.
The moment this broke loose, I was like, what's the edge here?
That's why we immediately started looking up this other crap in the background. And I know there's other people that did this. The other 79,000 that watched the same cycles like us that are out there. Those are the people that need to be on our damn channel. I don't know what's going on.
Where you guys at?
Right, where are these people at?
YouTube doesn't want us to talk to you, so they're
blocking us. Tell us about your lives. We want to know the weird stuff too.
Dang.
Not that weird.
What is TVTY?
I don't know. TVTY. New York's crazy right now, and they predict the peak to be in May. That means we probably have to go months. Just baby mama worried about life. I get it.
Baby mama.
You can see the computers manipulating the market by continuing selling and buying 100 shares and here all day. Huh.
Ooh, you got some stock conspiracy going on over there?
What'd you think, Chad? He says you can see the computers manipulating the market by continuing to selling and buying 100 shares and here and there all day long. It's just 100 shares. That's when you know it's probably a computer. I wonder about those little, because you get the big ones like 3,000, 5,000, 100,000. And I just assumed it was people like me.
But it is highly, I don't know. I feel like you don't always end up with an even number.
What's that? On the share trading?
Yeah, whenever you're buying shares of anything.
Like, yeah, unless you have a huge pocket and you buy 100,000 shares. Mm-hmm. And, that's what they do, 50,000 shares.
Usually, I mean, for
that's
me
what those guys do.
I try to buy in a certain amount.
Like, yes, 100,
so
50, 60.
Yeah, like I like
an even number.
Buy $5 worth of this, or
Unless you're just trying to buy out your whole wallet.
Yeah. Or like the other day, like I've got a lot of stuff in increments of 5. Man, I am hoping that what is it? I think it's TRNX. Let me see here.
TRNX. What do you think about TRNX, Chad?
Yeah, TRNX. That's my hope and prayer right now.
TRNX.
They need to do something for me.
And
Gasol. Oh my God.
Gasol?
Gasol. GASL.
Oh, okay.
Another ETF having to do with obviously oil and stuff. But
oil. I know we kind of turned it into a stock episode, but we really didn't want to just talk about the C word the whole time.
No, we didn't.
It's really annoying.
So they need to do something for me because they were down at 9 cents, and I got a bunch of them at 9 cents. So.
Anybody want to come massage my neck live? Mm-hmm. I'll pay you in a T-shirt. I'll give you a thumbs up and a subscribe, my like, or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
You guys, we do this a lot. Please come join the community. Again, this all has started with the idea of helping people after we built big enough to make the dollars to help people. And that is still our ultimate goal.
Because if we were at a Mr. Beast level right now, we'd be like, all right, G-spotters, let's go ahead, pour your money in the pot, and we're going to go buy stuff and find people in the community that need it and give it to them.
Legit 100% wanted to do this, but I don't have the money. Well, obviously you can't now because we are out of stock. But you buy the masks and just sit outside of a store and just hand those out to free to people. Just hand them out, 1 or 2 or 3, for each person that passes by. You can't now because 2 reasons: money. But if this would have been a thing in the beginning, if I would have had money in the beginning, that's one of those thoughts that would have crossed my head, and then boom, I could be out there helping people. Because I don't know. That's ultimately the reason we started this whole channel, and it's still the reason we're pushing this channel as much as it is entertaining to us. And I like to talk and be obnoxious in people's face.
Yeah, we're not too into this whole CV thing, but
CV pharmacies, right?
Yeah.
Pharmacy.
Yeah,
CV pharmacy.
Yeah, because we were talking about stocks,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't think that.
But the C word.
I don't think you should invest.
But the C word.
In pharmacies just because.
What about all these Chinese pharmaceuticals now that they're coming out of the woodwork?
There is, I think, 8 solid companies working on something substantial enough to call them potential prospects.
But those could be the ones we could watch and might be the first of the many flowers that bloom out of the stock market issue.
Well, I don't know. I think mRNA is going to win it for sure, but INO seems to be right on their heels.
See, I feel like when I picture this C word, I picture it as like it started. And there's just this circle that is just waving out from that, patient zero situation. And it is hitting all the way around the world till it hits that final spot. And it's just done. How long that wave takes is kind of up to us. It kind of is in our hands how much we take care. And
go outside, shake your neighbor's hand, touch your face,
sneeze in their nose. No.
Lick your neighbor's car door handle, whatever you got to do.
We were talking about that. Remember back in the day when we got a fungi or whatever, something, we were sick, you just went over to your friend's house, stayed the night, and you got them sick, and then everybody was healthy within a couple of days?
Right, like when tuberculosis was going around my high school, they didn't shut the high school down. And if you know anything about TB, it's highly contagious.
Yeah.
Not deadly, but.
And then chickenpox, you got chickenpox, and then you grew stronger from that because your immune system built up to the point you didn't get chickenpox again.
Well, then I need to catch the next pump.
Trunks?
The TRNX.
Is there any pattern in the pump and dumps, or is it just random? Because that's what we always try to look for. Is that pattern? That's what I do with the Ethereum. They do these dips, man, all day long. You guys, hold on. We're gonna make it through.
Please don't give up faith.
Yeah, don't hoard everything. Be sparing on the things you do. Maybe eat a few less items during your meal. Cut back a little bit, time to exercise a little bit more. Drink plenty of fluids.
Yeah, we did hear in California where they are doing their shelter in home order. It's not martial law. You may be subject to some kind of
questioning about what you're doing.
What are you doing?
If you're out and about, and you might be stopped more by a cop, regardless of race or gender or whatever, but it has to do with keeping the spread.
But you're not going to get arrested for being out of your home. You can go to the grocery store. Yeah. You can go outside and exercise. Yeah. Just don't do it with 25 people at once.
Well, I don't know who goes to the grocery store in groups of 25, but yes, exactly. Don't do that. Stay minimalistic on your travels and socializing. Kind of how people already were. Yeah. Just do it more indoors. Everybody did it out in the open. Everybody used to go to the park and text each other. But now just do that from your house. Get it?
It was kind of funny in a way. But I was rolling down the street the other day, and I seen just like all these kids hanging out with each other, as they would. And I'm like, don't you guys know there's a pandemic going on? Go home. You're gonna get the virus.
Right. There's get them out. Go, like, stop buying stuff.
My God, when chicken pox was killing people, we weren't just worried about it.
What we should do is stop for a week buying, or 3 days, 2 or 3 days. Stop buying stuff. Legit. Let the stores restock, and then as you start to see things running out, like, I don't know. I feel like there's a way to do this, or organically, not, or you know what I mean, with a sense of help and meaning behind it.
For sure, Chad. I'm seeing all your stuff there.
He's talking about stuff.
He's talking about that.
Okay,
next.
Good. You guys keep talking about that stuff. But this is something we can get through. It's taking out essentially the I don't want to say the weakest, but people with less capable immune systems.
Did you see that part of the conference where the one guy was like, well, in reality, we only stand to lose like 3.8 million people, worst case scenario, so why don't we just say, fuck it? And the president was like, that's a horrible idea.
Oh, that's just
what are you talking about? Just let it go.
Let it go.
Oh, yeah. Hey, here's this really evil tiger that will never be sufficient in the wild again. But, what should we do? Just let it go.
But that's when the president looks back and goes, hey, can we do that? Is that an option? No? Okay. No, that's a bad idea.
Horrible.
That's a horrible idea.
What are you talking about, sir?
Is that worldwide number, or is that just here? Because worldwide is different.
I'm pretty sure that's worldwide.
Yeah.
Because again, even at 3.8 million, that's not
the number from the what was that, the CBS, whatever, NBC.
5 million, 10 million would be not 222 million.
They said 5% of people on the planet are likely to get it. Out of that 5%, 1/3 are likely to need the treatment, and out of those 1/3, only, I didn't hear that last percent, but it was a lower percent, maybe half, could potentially die from it. So that's like,
nothing.
Less than 1% of the population on the planet.
I understand that these are your loved ones,
and they're all
family members. Get it.
And if we were to be ones that were to be affected and die from it, I guess that's the thing that's gonna happen. But
look, here's my outlook on it. Okay,
just take care of yourself and you'll be all right.
My mom's 73. Okay, so
mine's pretty close to that too. Cool.
So yeah, like if anybody has somebody to be worried about, it's me.
63, 65.
But
65.
I was definitely raised under the umbrella of, if it's your time, it's your time.
Yeah.
So
we're not saying these people need to die, deserve to die, or should die.
It might just be their time, man.
It might be a thing that maybe the planet is kind of pissed right now. Do you guys know what we do? Like, do you know the amount of waste and stuff that we just throw out? Does anybody out there recycle?
And let me.
I don't recycle as much as I should. I feel like an asshole.
I definitely try not to litter.
Definitely.
You have a question down there in the chat too before the show ends. But I definitely try not to litter.
Yes, I did, Pat. Oh, Chad. I did, Chad. I watched that. That was funny.
But if I didn't personally have children and I caught the coronavirus for some odd reason, I wouldn't care. And I definitely wouldn't be going to the doctor talking about, give me the goddamn, give me the vaccine. I want the vaccine, man. I'm gonna ride it out as long as I don't suffer. Like, as long as I'm not like half breathing in my bed, I ride it out. Body aches and vomiting and stuff like that.
We're gonna be sick.
If it's my time, it's my time.
I have a couple of people in my life. There's most of my old people are dead. And it's going to happen. And we don't need to be passing along each other. I'm not saying go rub shoulders. Let's follow these few little instructions for a little bit. And maybe we can contain this crap, get through it faster than they're projected, instead of having to send everybody into treatment. Go out when you need to go out. I'm just talking right now with baby mama about keeping my child with her for a while and just quarantining them letting them do their thing and bringing them supplies.
As
Just
a matter of fact, my children were supposed to go hang out with the grandparents,
Yeah.
but they now, also for safety reasons, don't want to take them for spring break. So my kids are staying home.
Yeah.
I still let them go outside though.
Yeah.
They still go right.
They
not
get a
today 'cause
breathe
it was
air.
like 30 degrees, but
right. Yeah, it was cold. Yeah. They sucked. I was out
it
there
was so
working.
bad. I was like, "What's going on?"
I'm like painting the ground, like, oh, I'm glad I brought my gloves. It was bad. I had holes in my pants. It was cold today. You guys, if you made it this entire episode, you are fantastic. Like, thumbs up, subscribe. Join the conversation next week. We're going to be coming back coronavirus free because we're going to take the proper precautions. Did I say the word at the end?
Yeah. Uh-oh.
I said Corona.
Uh-oh.
Coronavirus. Coronavirus pre.
Yeah, that's fuck. Hinsuela's cousin that we're
Coronavirus. Corona. Anyway,
Corona, yeah.
you guys have a great weekend. Wash your hands, clean your face,
Stay away from people.
use that toilet paper sparingly, eat appropriately,
Don't wad it up like a head of cabbage to wipe your butt like I do.
investigate stocks,
Yes.
hang out with your family via internet.
FaceTime's gonna get real big right now.
Yeah, we should invest in that. You guys have a great weekend. We'll see you next week. Remember, the only you need to be is you. Just a clean you. And
Live it fully and cleanly every day.
just indoors. Peace out, guys. We'll see you
Correct.
next week.
Peace.